Hey, Weather Weenies, meteorologist Serena Arnold here. Woo! All right, we survived the nor'easter, an earthquake, and the eclipse. Who would like just a little bit of calm now? I did capture a time lapse video of the eclipse from St. Johnsbury. I posted that, so if you haven't seen that time lapse video, go find it. And I have videos from throughout the day that I wasn't allowed to post that day because the data network went down, and screenshots of traffic and all kinds of craziness. And I want to hear more of your stories, but I want to get to the forecast. It's been a while. So the good news is for the first time in a long time, there is nothing pressing. When you zoom in here, there is actually a hazardous weather outlook, which if we click on it, talks about days 2 through 7. They're talking about how the astronomical tides are going to be reaching their monthly peak this week. It's also saying strong gusty winds are possible Friday. Let's talk about what's going on. So hopping over to pivotal weather and looking at the GFS model, here's a low, and this is that like occluded front, that warm front that brought some clouds to some parts for the eclipse for those who were watching in New York. But as we scroll through, we see that warm front and kind of come through here. This is going to be late Wednesday, maybe overnight into Thursday. Then we get a little bit of a break and we start to see some rounds of showers start to move in here once again on Thursday as this next low approaches. It goes over the Great Lakes way to our west, so it's a super warm system. We're on the warm side of that, looking like the heaviest of showers are going to be coming through on Friday, but they're definitely going to be continuing into Saturday. Might get cold on the backside of that because low pressure rotates counterclockwise. Cold air comes in this way. Wouldn't surprise me if we had some snow chances coming in, but nothing that's going to really accumulate too much as this low meanders around. It just brings us a few lingering chances for some snow on the weekend and probably a lot cooler temperatures. And the forecast discussion summary says the very same thing. Today's going to be pleasant. A little bit cooler, though, because of northeast flow. We had a backdoor cold front come down, which means it comes down from the northeast rather than like from the west. Increasing unsettled weather returns for the back half of the week with showers on Wednesday, escalating to rounds of widespread rainfall Thursday through Friday. We saw this in the model as low pressure and an associated cold front across the region comes across. All right, the system will bring about gusty, potentially strong winds on Friday. Yay. Scattered showers then expected through the weekend. And getting into the meat and potatoes here, a warm and humid air mass up the eastern seaboard produces widespread soaking rainfall across the region Thursday and Friday. This is going to be quite conducive to snowmelt across the region. Why? Because the impact of snowmelt and rainfall is going to produce minor flooding concerns. Gusty winds on Friday, an upper level low hangs around for most of the weekend, continuing the unsettled weather, but in a cooler, more showery manner. Another thing I love about the National Weather Service's forecast discussions is they have additional sections afterwards that may be helpful for you in some really interesting circumstances. Most pilots know this, but there's an aviation section. If we scroll down, there's also a marine section if you will have coastal concerns. There's a hydrology section if you have any flooding concerns, and then sometimes they even have an additional section on just tides and coastal flooding. So looking long term at the GFS forecast model, this is showing high temperatures today. It's just lovely, right? It's just pleasant. Look, it even gets a little bit warmer. I should have clicked one more. So nice and warm day today, Tuesday. Wednesday's not going to be getting as warm. A couple degrees cooler for Wednesday. Then we see things cool off a little bit on Thursday and Friday with that rain that moves through, but then we're going to have that warm, moist air system, that storm move through. You can actually see how it affects temperatures. And then the cold front that's going to come down behind it. So seeing a return to possibly below freezing temperatures here Saturday night and Sunday night, just in the higher elevations, probably see some snow flurries along with that. I'm also starting to already be asked about Marathon Monday, which is on the 15th. So that's a week away. So if we take a look at the forecast for Sunday, looks like a little front's going to be draping across a cold front that may come through. Timing as of right now, a week away, is Sunday night into Monday morning. So this is 12Z on Monday, which is 8 a.m. It looks like it clears out of here. Now that's too fine of a detail to say, oh yeah, it's going to be clearing out of here early by that time, this far a week out. So just this is really kind of the only feature and the only thing that I'm worried about at this point. And as such, temperatures behind that front are a little bit cooler. You can see it here. It looks like it's going to warm up during the day, but you see it's kind of a cooler start to the day. The max heating during the day, still showing it should probably get up into like the 50s or 60s and should be a pretty nice day. But as my weather weenies know, this is still a week away, so let's see what happens with time. So a pretty good week. Spring is here. It's going to be nice and warm. We're going to get a whole bunch of rain showers. It feels like the time of year it should be, kind of. Stay tuned. More eclipse posts are coming. I've got more stuff to show and to talk about, including a really, really cool video from space. Yeah, from space.